10, 15 minutes, we're all gonna go. We're gonna have a good little squad, so it should be fun. We're setting up the little scavenger hunt we're gonna have for the Continental Tires. I'm pretty sure I said a Cryptidals right here. So these are my favorite park downhill tires. Literally bulletproof, just insane amounts of grip, and they're just awesome. We're gonna be doing it on my Instagram and Conti's Instagram. This is obviously coming out after. If you guys saw this, hopefully one of you guys, you know, try to get a chance to win this, or maybe you guys even won. All right, guys. So tell me your name. What's your name?
My name is Stefan.
Stefan, and how long have you been watching the channel? He mentioned he had seen me before. We met yesterday briefly. How long have you been watching the channel for?
I like stumbled upon you just by accident. I'm a filmmaker,
okay.
So I'm on YouTube myself, and so I was like, bro, this guy knows how to film his content, and it's engaging. He could do anything and people will watch. So I think you guys need to support this guy. Like, subscribe. If you're watching and you're not subscribing, like, you're wasting time, okay?
He said it, not me.
You gotta subscribe. You gotta watch the videos because you don't want to miss what's gonna happen. Oh, I'm with Fidlock today. That's why I'm out here. I'm literally across from him.
Literally across the booth right here. We were just sitting there and then we just started talking. And then
I was like, wait, I think you look really familiar. That was crazy.
Appreciate it, man. You rock. Bike is nice and clean. We just use the little bike wash here. Look how shiny it is now, guys. What a difference it makes. I mean, I'm not gonna lie, this probably won't stay this way for long. So it's dust bowl over here because it's just super dry out. So get a good look at it now because it's probably not gonna stay like this. Fresh lube on the chain. We got everything all shined up.
I think I called it a mosquito and a bird.
Guys, so right now I'm at the Sea Otter Classic and I'm at the Industry 9 booth, and this is the first public showing of their new wheel, the Hydra Enduro 300, and I'm here with Dave Thomas. Would you like to tell us a little bit about it?
Yeah, we're really excited about this wheel. Like Lawton said, it's the Enduro 300, and this one is unique in that it is an aluminum rim that has a wide bead wall that's also hollow. So what this does is it helps us eliminate pinch flats, and it adds a extra degree of impact resistance due to the nature of the structure here supporting itself. You typically see wider bead walls on carbon rims, but we've got it here in an aluminum rim. To get that, that's how we hollowed that out, to make that cavity, to remove a bunch of extra weight to widen up that bead wall. So again, better pinch flat protection and better impact resistance. Check them out, industry9.com.
I went with the classic rainbow color right there, and this one actually has the slick graphics on it, which is available on Industry 9's website right now. So that looks pretty sick with the chrome. First public showing at the Sea Otter Classic, and it looks pretty sweet. All right, guys, so we're gonna do some wheelies around the Sea Otter Classic. We're gonna see what we can get into. All right, guys. So right now we're at the finish line booth, and look, we got Tom from Finish Line right here.
What's up?
How's Sea Otter Classic been for you so far?
Sea Otter has been awesome. We're meeting a lot of really cool people. We're servicing bikes over here for free.
Awesome. As you guys know, Finish Line is the best stuff to take care of your bike. Yeah. Keep it running, mint. You know, we got my favorite dry loop here, but go on. What's my real favorite product? I always talk about the Finish Line suspension spray. Always, guys. This stuff is, I can't live without it. I'm so surprised at how many people don't use like a lubricant for their suspension spray, or for the suspension or dropper or anything.
Yeah, I mean, if you're a mountain biker and you want to get like the most out of your rides, and you want to really feel some of that awesome stuff, you're getting max suspension.
That's what you need right there.
That is what you're getting.
And I just found out about this awesome, it's like a spray-on dry lube. So, you know, I have the bottle, and but the spray-on is super cool. And something that is actually awesome is this one-step cleaner and lubricant. So
one and done, one step.
For all the wheelie bikes and all the ride-outs I go to, I can't tell you how many rusty chains. You just use that every other couple rides or so. Man, it makes such a difference, right?
Heck yeah.
What's up, guys? My name is Dennis. What sponsors you got? So now we're leaving the Sea Otter Classic. We're done for the day. It was a good day. Got to catch up with some of my sponsors. You guys met Todd from Finish Line. You guys met Dave from I-9. Of course, you guys are always meeting the James boys. They're just so cool. But now we're gonna head back to the hotel and get some dinner. Alright guys, so day 3. This is going to be the most popular day for Sea Otter. Saturday is always the most popular.
Morning, Donna.
I just can't stop the feeling.
Much confusion later, we're finally here. We're finally parked. This is some like weird overflow parking. Guys, so we're here at the Sea Otter Classic. Look who I ran into.
Hey, it's me.
Colorado kid right here. And so you got here last night?
Got here last night and slept terribly. My tent's on a slope like this, but I just consider I'm practicing like my downhill capability.
Okay, I got you. You're sleeping down.
Even while sleeping, yes, I'm practicing my riding ability.
Saturday is supposed to be the biggest, most populated day for Sea Otter. Are you excited, man?
Yeah, I came out here for the first time last year, and I remember just being like this on Saturday, just walking like this. So it's gonna be bonkers out here. There's gonna be so many people, but it's a great opportunity to talk with fans, talk with people, talk with brands, and it's just like if you're into biking, there's nowhere else to be.
No,
like there's nowhere else to be.
It's the best place, man.
Like if you were into ice cream and you went to an ice cream factory, it's like basically that for us. Like if you like bikes and you come out here, you're gonna have a rad time.
That's a great example. That's basically what it's like. Awesome, man.
Yeah,
nice
for sure.
catching up with you. Pop tag up right there if you guys go follow him on Instagram, YouTube, everything. He's got really funny content. You gotta make a skit soon, man.
That would be a good idea. Yes.
That'd be a good idea. All right. So yeah, go check him out. Josie Aspermonte.
Hello.
We haven't seen you since last year.
Hi,
What's going on?
I'm
Doing good. Are you good?
I'm so stoked to be here at Sea Otter 2023 with Lawton and the other James crew.
We're here. We're gonna have a lot of fun. Is your wrist okay?
You know, my wrist is thriving. I unfortunately had a little bit of an accident at the end of last year, but you know, I'm ready to come back for the 2023 season better than ever.
All right, that's good to hear. That's good to hear. We're riding tomorrow, right?
Yes, of course. I'm so excited to have you back in Santa Cruz and to be checking out the trails down there.
Santa Cruz rocks. We're gonna go ride tomorrow. Me and Josie, I don't know, you guys know Josie from the previous Sea Otter Classic videos, and I thought you might need to get to know Thomas Turner a little bit better. So look, Thomas, listen, man, how old are you and how have you been riding bikes for?
I'm 41 and I've been racing for Jameis or in general?
In general, riding bikes in general.
Since I've probably been like 15.
Oh wow, that's a long time. What's been your favorite race ever?
Man, that's a tough one. I don't know. I've done a lot of good races over the years.
Right, right. If you guys have seen the Dirty Kanza on the Jamis page, that's an awesome video to go watch. Go check that out. Thomas, how was that race?
That's a long day in the saddle for sure. I don't know if I put that on my top 10. It'd probably be like BC Bike Race or something like that.
Gotcha. Okay, okay. Did you see that video of the Dirty Kanza?
Yes, I did.
Gotcha. Would you ever do something like that?
You know, I think it would be a fun challenge. I think it would definitely require a little bit more training beforehand, but I think I would be down for it.
Right. I think I just have to pack a lot of food because I'd get hungry.
Yeah.
I think that's the biggest thing. Now for the beard, right? The beard has a mind of itself. So are we going longer on the beard or are we cutting it? What's happening with it?
I just let it go wild and see what happens.
Gotcha. Okay. What's the longest it's been?
This is probably pretty close to it, I bet.
Gotcha. Do we have a measuring tape around here? What are your estimates of how long is that?
Ooh, I don't know. At least like a good 4 inches or so.
That's a lot of hair, man. How long did that take to grow?
Well, I met the Dalai Lama in 2016, and after that I cut it. So it was probably like 6-7 years.
Wow, that's insane. Wow. Look, we got Thomas Turner here racing for this picture. Looks like he looks pretty focused. We got Josie right here with the game face on. She's coming down some routes. Where is this? Where was this, Santa Cruz?
Yes, this was in Santa Cruz with my Jamis Hardline. This was actually last Sea Otter when, shout out Ben, came out as well as Dave to Santa Cruz, and we got to work with them there. It was a super rad time, but that was from that.
Right, shout out to Ben. We love Ben, right?
We miss Ben.
We miss Ben. We got an awesome booth this year. We got the 3VO bikes on display here, Portals here, Hardlines there. We got the Renegade here, Renegade there. Do you have a Renegade or no?
I do not. You know, I think gravel is something that I'm trying to still touch my waters in and try it out, but I haven't yet. And I'm kind of looking forward to maybe trying out the Renegade. I'm hearing that maybe some new stuff is coming out, so I'll have to take a look.
Yeah, I've actually never ridden a Renegade ever. Thomas, yeah. I know you are a big Renegade guy. What is your favorite thing about the Renegade?
Snappy, quick handling.
Okay. See, funny thing, I've actually haven't gotten a chance to try gravel racing ever in my life. Do you think it would be something that would fit my style?
I don't know how well you could wheelie on it.
Oh, yeah. I mean, it's got good back brakes.
I think that should be a challenge that you should take up. I think that you'd be able to do it.
I don't know. We might need to try it out. Some Renegade wheelies. Can you wheelie the Renegade?
I can't wheelie anything.
Oh, man. We can change that. Come on, buddy. Let's do a wheelie clinic here at the Sea Otter Classic.